Jack arrives with his wife and says to his mother in a harsh tone, the demolition compensation for the house was 2.2 million yuan. So why did you give me only 100,000? The mother looks at him and says sarcastically, oh wow, has the sun risen from the west today? How did you husband and wife suddenly come back? Tina says, Mom, 2.2 million is not a small amount. We both even quit our jobs and came back to settle accounts with you about our money. The mother replies confidently, yes, the total amount is exactly 2.2 million, not a penny less, but I could only give you 100,000. The rest is my money. I can give it to whoever I want. Jack tries emotional pressure and says, Mom, am I not your real son? Do you know how much we spend every month in the city? Car expenses, house rent, children's school fees, milk and nutrition costs. Do you know how hard we struggle every month just to survive? The mother scolds him and says, then what should I do? Have you ever asked how I've been living all these years? Tina speaks harshly. Mom, you're already very old. You didn't bring anything when you came into this world, and you won't take anything when you leave. I think you should just give all the money to us. The mother calmly tells the truth. Fine, then listen carefully. I gave you only 100,000 because out of the 2.2 million, I gave 1.6 million to your cousin Wang. I kept 50,000 for my old age. That's why I could only give you 100,000. Hearing this, Jack is shocked and says, Mom, have you lost your mind? I'm your son. You gave me only 100,000, and you gave Wang, who is an outsider, 1.6 million. The mother becomes sad and says, so you want to know the truth? Then listen. 3 years ago, your father became seriously ill. We were living in the countryside with no income. I cried and kept calling you, asking you to help collect money for your father's treatment. Sometimes you said life in the city was too expensive. Sometimes you said you had loans to pay. In the end, you didn't give even a single penny. Not giving money is one thing, but you didn't even come to the hospital to visit your father for a single day. Do you know how much your father did for you? He ate simple food himself, but saved good food for you. You were good at studying and got into university. We happily told all our relatives. You grew up, got married, and had children. But did you ever come back to check on us, your old parents? When your father was in the hospital, the doctors kept asking for money. I had nothing. I asked your uncles and aunts, but no one could help. At that moment, your cousin came. He said, Aunt, don't lose hope. As long as there's hope, we should continue treatment. I'll arrange the money. He even took out the money meant for his marriage and home renovation. But your father still couldn't survive. And you still say he's an outsider? To me, he's more precious than you. At this moment, Jack angrily says, Mom, let me tell you, he's not a good person. The reason he treated you so well was just to wait for today and take your money. The mother shouts angrily, Enough! I don't want to hear another word! At that moment, Wang arrives and says, Aunt, what's going on? Seeing Jack and Tina, he adds, Oh, you're here too. Seeing Wang, Jack angrily says, Be quiet, you scheming man! You pretended to be good in front of my mother and took the 1.6 million demolition money. The mother shouts loudly, Have some shame! I gave that money willingly. Take your 100,000 and leave immediately. So friends, do you think the mother's decision was right? Share your opinion in the comments.